Hello friend, this is Sanjay Kumar, creator of SelectorsHub and Crowpath. In this video, I will show you the context menu feature of SelectorsHub. Before that, let me show you why we need this feature and where it is useful and for whom. So suppose if I'm an expert and I don't want to waste time in opening DevTools and writing the XPath and all every time. In that case, it is really useful to save a huge amount of time. Second, let me show you the first one. Before that, like I don't want to every time like right click, inspect, then open SelectorsHub here, and then building and writing my own XPath and all, right? I just don't want to waste my time. I just want to like from here only right click and inspect element and get the XPath and all. Second, it is very challenging to inspect drop down elements in some cases. Like in Chrome, you cannot like inspect such kind of elements this way. Like you open DevTools and you see when you will click and inspect here, you won't be able to inspect this drop down values. There is only one way, that every time you right click on the element and click on inspect. So this way, yes, here in such kind of drop down, at least you are able to open it, inspect it, and you can write your XPath here in SelectorsHub easily. Okay, but the problem with this one is that still you have to write. Then but inspection is tough. The third one is it is impossible to write selectors for those drop down which disappeared from the DOM when we inspect them. This is really challenging and it is really helpful. This feature, right click context menu option, is really useful. Like this kind of drop down, if you inspect them and they doesn't appear at all in the DOM, you see, first you cannot inspect this way these drop down elements, and second, you cannot right click and inspect. When you do them, like they will never appear in the DOM. So in such scenarios, this context menu feature is really useful. Now let me show you how you can use this feature. So suppose you want the washing machine XPath, this element drop down. You just have to right click, and here in the SelectorsHub, you see that context relative copy relative XPath feature. You got it. You can copy this one, and if you want to verify this, let me close this. You want to verify this one, you just paste it. You see that it is there, but actually it is not in the DOM because it has disappeared. It is showing 0 matching node, but when you will hover on it, and now if you press enter, you will see that 1 matching node and it is highlighting over there. But if you move your mouse from here, and it got disappeared. So this is really useful in this case. Likewise, if you have to like inspect, right click and copy these values, you would be able to get this. Now you will be surprising that you are getting only copy relative XPath. You want the CSS selector, absolute XPath and JSPath all. You can customize the context menu. Click on the SelectorsHub logo over here. If you doesn't find SelectorsHub logo here on the toolbar, you make sure that you have pinned it to toolbar, because now Chrome doesn't by default doesn't show the extension logo here. You will have to, by default you will see this extension logo here. You have to click on this, then you have to pin to toolbar. Now you got SelectorsHub logo here. Click on this, and here you can customize the context menu. You want relative CSS selector, you can click on this. You want JSPath, you can click on this. Now if you right click on any of the element, you will see all the options here, and you can copy whichever XPath CSS selectors you want. You can right click on them and you will get all those options. This way it is really useful. If you want to turn off, you can turn it off as well. So now if you right click, and you will not find the SelectorsHub context menu. It is helpful in the performance, like to improve the performance, because every time when you right click, it used to generate all kinds of selectors. So I really recommend, like whichever selectors you want from the right click, you just keep them in the right context menu. Like you just using CSS selector, then keep it off. If you want like both CSS selector and relative XPath, just keep them turn on. If you want absolute XPath, so whichever feature you want, you can just keep it on. And now if you right click anywhere, you will get those options. So it is really useful, really huge time saver. Wherever you right click, you will get those options. you can copy them and directly use it in your script. So this is really useful, and I would really recommend you that you be a patron and support SelectorsHub. Share SelectorsHub with the community and help them to know about this amazing free community product. A great thanks to our sponsor, primary sponsor, Test Project. Do check out, this is a free end-to-end automation tool. You can click here and check out this amazing free solution. Just free sign up, and in 30 seconds you would be able to use it. So yeah, and it is SelectorsHub is available for all the browsers with the same functionality what I have shown you here in Chrome, Firefox, Edge, Opera browser, whichever you want. So you can use that. I would really recommend you that please do check out this detailed video tutorial to use all the amazing features of SelectorsHub, because this is just one aspect of SelectorsHub I have shown you guys. With that, thank you so much.